everybody. Welcome to the SIMMIE Braxton Show. And as always, I am joined by my co-host, Miss Stephanie Beard, Laker Girl, aka Laker Girl. And she's with us today. And we're glad that you're here with us to join us tonight. Something fantastic should happen. Something informative will happen. And we're just happy to be here. For the opportunity to be able to share with you, our audience, what we know, the information that we have, that it may be able to benefit you in some shape, form, or fashion. And so tonight's Soul Stroke is going to be on your lane, your pace, while comparing yourself to others robs your joy. Your lane, your pace, why comparing yourself to others robs you of your joy. And I don't know about you, but I've been there, done that, and but I've overcome it, and I understand now fully. In my younger days, that was something that was pretty prevalent, But now that's not one of my things. I understand that I can stay in my lane and still, achieve the things that I need to achieve and do the things that I need to do, in my time, in my pace. And so we're going to get right away. We're going to get started within the streets with Stephanie Beard. She talks about the things that are happening in the now, things that are people that are talking, things that people are talking about, and, that kind of news, that kind of stuff, the tea. So without further ado, take it away, Miss Stephanie.
Hey, yeah. Yo, what's up, fam? It's your girl, Laker Girl, and you already know what time it is. Welcome to In the Streets right here on the SIMMIE Braxton Show.
That's right.
I'm bringing you the real, the raw, the headlines, the heat, and everything the culture is talking about. From the court to the corner, from Hollywood to the hood. If it's trending, I'm tracking it. So buckle up because we're hitting the pavement and getting into it, what's popping and in the streets. All right. It's been a minute. I haven't been here for a minute, Simmy. Schedules have been, kind of crazy. So I'm back. But, I want to get into it. And I know everybody's been talking about the Diddy and the 50 cents and the reckoning. I was able to actually watch all 4 episodes. And 50 Cent pretty much just gathered a lot of the stuff that was in that documentary or docu-series was already on the YouTube for years. A lot of it, except for some of the narrative from, the people that were close to Diddy, Kirk, or his partner and the dog, the other guy that was in Diddy circle. Those things were not on YouTube, but all the other things have been circulating on YouTube for years. And Diddy just brought it. 50 Cent just brought it to the forefront and putting in a format for everybody to see and highlighting it. But a lot of those things have already been on there. So a lot of people going in on 50 Cent and saying that he's bringing a black man down. No, he's just exposing Diddy, who he is, the monster that he is. You know what I'm saying? And
a lot of people some people got left out of that documentary. Like Clive Davis.
Oh,
Clive Davis got left out.
He's the forefront of it.
Snoop Dogg got left out. Usher got left out. Justin Bieber got left out.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
These people, and there was a reason why they got left out.
Yes, there was a reason.
Because Clive Davis is connected to so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't have never got, the story wouldn't have never got out.
No.
If Clive had been a part of it. So, and Justin Bieber he was, a victim.
A victim.
He was a
Correct.
victim.
Yes. Just
You
like
know,
Usher.
Usher was a victim.
Yes.
So, there were people that.
They were babies when they came into the Diddy world. And the thing about everything with Diddy, because everything that he's being accused of is factual. Everything with the Biggie and Tupac, he was definitely involved. I don't care what anybody wants to say. Do your research. He was definitely involved with the murder of Tupac. He offered money to be paid. He was jealous of Tupac. He wanted to be the actor. He wanted everything Tupac was. He wanted to be that. And he wasn't. So
Yeah.
my thing with Diddy and 50 Cent, and people say why he hate him so much. And they think it's because of his son's mother. But he's even trying to say, is this really his son now? Is this Diddy's son? But
Yeah.
nevertheless, that's not the reason why. The reason why is because of Lightly, the manager back in the day that managed that managed 50 Cent, and Shakur Stewart. Those two guys were in the industry and they both worked with Diddy. Diddy seems to have had some dealings with their murders. They're saying that these two people they committed suicide. Shakir Stewart was supposed to be in a relationship with Kim Porter, and Diddy went and threatened him and told him, you can't not be with my kid's mother. And all of a sudden, he was thriving in the music industry. Why will he kill himself? The same thing with Chris Lightly. They said Chris Lightly was in a financial distress, that he owed $5 million to the IRS when it came out that he only owed $300,000. And 50 Cent revealed that he loaned him $1 million that paid off all his issues with the IRS. So why would he kill himself?
Yeah.
So it's not adding up. Diddy had his hands in all of this. And I don't care what nobody say. Do your research. Diddy is going down. His karma is looking him in the face. He deserved every bit of what's going on with him. I hope that he gets prosecuted, and I hope he never gets out of jail.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff up against him.
He deserved every bit of it. He's a monster. So, yeah, you're welcome, Fred. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of people, like I said, do your research, because P. Diddy, Sean Combs had his hands. And don't get me wrong, it all stemmed from him when he was a youngster. His mother, she has a hand in how he was raised and who he became. And then Clive Davis, Andre Harrell, who I believe that Diddy had a hand in Andre Harrell's death.
Yeah.
Okay. This man took the power that he was given, and then when he crossed the white man in that liquor company, Diageo, you can't do that. When he did that, that's when the downfall began. And then 50 Cent comes in and do what he needed to do to expose who he really is. So that's my opinion on the Diddy, on the Reckoning. I watched it.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of the things that were in there, I had already seen on YouTube. In the previous years.
Yeah.
And I've always thought that he was who he is and who he's been proven to be. It's just not putting his hands on women, because he hate women.
Right. It don't look like he like women. He don't like women.
He don't like women. And it probably stems from his mother when she put her hands on him as a child. So it all stems from his childhood and going from there. Because he don't like women. He don't like
them. No, not at all. He doesn't seem like the person that likes women either.
No, there's no way he likes. He doesn't like women. He likes men, and there's nothing wrong with him liking men. That's who you are. That's who you are.
Right.
Period. That's who you are. All right, you guys. So I digress from the Diddy situation. What's going on with our black men? I support
Yeah.
and before we go on, Simi, I really want to pay homage and to Club Nouveau's our bass player Brian Turner, only 45 years old, recently
Uh-huh.
passed away
Oh
from
wow.
cancer.
Wow.
Bryant was a gentle giant. He was just an amazing spirit. Every time, and I've been knowing Bryant since 2015. So 10
Wow.
years, 10 years plus. And I've never ever heard anything negative come out of this man's mouth ever. He's always been kind, sweet, and I'm gonna miss him because every
Yeah.
time we traveled and we had our full band, Brian was always there. He wanted to come on Honey Hush. He would say, Stephanie, hey, I want to do the show. I want to talk about relationships. I want to be on there. And it just never happened, unfortunately. But he was my guy. I miss him. I love
Wow.
him. The thing is, he's not in pain anymore. He was doing gigs in pain. I could see him. I was calling him. I was like, do the sour sop, do the oregano, do all these natural things to
Uh-huh.
help him through this cancer that he was diagnosed with maybe just 2 or 3 years ago. And but he perished, he passed, and I can't get him out of my mind, but
Yeah.
the thing I feel like is he's no longer in pain. But I just want to pay homage and I want to give my condolences to his family, to everyone that loved on him. But he
Yeah.
was amazing, amazing man. And the good ones always go. They always
Yeah.
go first. And he was one of those good ones.
Yeah.
So rest in
Well,
peace
that's
to
one
my
of the things
guy.
about when it's somebody, that's good. That's why it's so important to just live in the moment and take each moment like it's your last,
Yeah,
and spread as much goodness to people as you possibly can, because that's what lives on forever.
I
How you
agree.
impact a person's life. So my
Yep.
condolences to his family and his friends. I don't think I might have I ever met him.
Um,
I mean,
I don't
I
think
don't
you
know. I,
met. You
I don't
might
think
have.
I
No.
might
He
have.
was when you guys came out to Inglewood. He was there.
Okay.
Remember, you guys came out to the Super Bowl back when Club Nouveau was in LA and
Okay.
KJLH. They were on KJLH stage. The whole band was there. Brian, of course, was there. I'm sure you met him, but you
Yeah.
probably never had long conversations with him.
Right.
He was
Right.
he was always just a quiet, calm, talented, amazing dude. Period.
Yeah.
And his home. I'm waiting to get the details on his homecoming. I'm definitely going up. He lived in I think he lived in Fairfield, but he lived in Sacramento with his girlfriend, and then once he became very very sick, he went back home with his parents and in Fairfield, and yeah,
Yeah.
he checked
How
out. But
how old was he?
45, a
Wow.
baby, a youngster,
Yeah.
a
That's
youngster.
young. Yeah.
So Um, but
So
you know what? He's not he's not feeling pain anymore because I could
yeah.
see like after our gigs, like the last gig I seen him at was here in Los Angeles, and I'm pissed because I didn't get to go to the Vallejo gig,
Uh huh.
J King.
Uh huh.
Um, but the last gig he was on where I saw him and gave him my last hug was in November here in Los Angeles at the Biltmore. And that was the last time I saw Brian. That's the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Not knowing that, and then after that gig, I would text him. I would try to call him and text him and tell him, hey, try the sour sop, try the oregano, try this, try that. All these natural herbs that's cancer fighting. And his girlfriend, she would try to implement it to him, but there's some other things that were involved with him. But
Yeah.
he would show up and do the gigs, but he was in pain, and you could see, even though he got through the gigs and he did amazing, he was in pain. And so I could say
But he
that at
kept
least
pushing. He kept
yeah,
pushing. You
yeah,
know, that in itself says he didn't give up.
no,
Never give up. Never give
yeah.
up.
I don't think he gave up. I think he was tired because he
Yeah.
did pass away in the hospital. Um, he went into the hospital. I think he had been in there for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I was talking to his girlfriend, and she was telling me he was in the hospital. Jay called me and told me, Bryant is probably not going to make it. His parents are going to pull the plug, so to speak. And I was like, what? And
Yeah.
the very next day, yes. And you know that, Fred, pain is no joke. Pain is no
Yeah.
joke.
No joke.
No
No
joke.
joke.
So rest in peace to my king, Bryant. I love you. And yeah, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and move on.
Okay.
You want to talk about the BBL for men?
Well, I was, you know what? I was kind of, what about that? You gonna get to the coach?
Oh, let's get to the coach, the Michigan coach.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Michigan coach with his little. Some men, to me, they just can't.
Sharon, what was his name?
Sharon Moore.
Sharon
Sharon
Moore.
Moore, the
Sharon Moore.
Michigan coach. Let's get to
Yeah,
him
yeah, yeah.
real quick. Fred.
First of all, let me say this, and I'm gonna let you. He's a black man, a young black man
Yes.
with a good
Young.
job.
Yes.
With a good job, he was making $6 million a year as a coach for the Michigan Wolverines,
Yes.
and he blew it. Go
Blew
ahead,
it.
Stephanie.
Blew
He
it.
blew it.
And before I get this real quick, Fred says cancer pain is unbelievable pain. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I agree
Yeah,
with you, Fred.
yeah,
I agree with you.
yeah, man. My mother died of cancer.
Wow.
She had pancreatic cancer.
Ooh, that's the worst. That's the
Yeah,
worst, Simmy.
yeah,
My aunt died from pancreatic
yeah.
cancer, and it's not it's the most painful way to go with
Wow.
pancreatic cancer. It's really hard.
Yeah,
But Sharon Moore, the little
yeah.
young Michigan Wolverine coach, had it all. He had everything in the palm of his hands. But we all know that he cheated. We all know he was married with kids and cheated with his young assistant. We all know that story. But let's get to the backstory of it.
Okay.
Because people, I don't know if you're aware that college coaches spend 80% of their time. They go into work early a.m. and be
Yeah.
at work till midnight, till 11 or 12 at night all day. So they're not never home with their family during the season. So
Right.
temptation is going to be there, Simmy, with a young female assistant.
Oh wow.
You got a young female assistant there with you for practically all of the day, all of the night. You're a man. You can contest to you guys need and want and need to have something new every now and then. And this young girl, she knew he was married, but then all he had to do was try to, give,
But
help, say
the
little things to
you
her.
know the cold part about it. You know what the cold part about it? He
Hey,
lost his
Jeff.
job, but she didn't.
Wow, Jeff.
She didn't lose her job.
No.
She didn't lose her job.
First of all, she's a snow bunny. Let's start there. First of all, he likes snow bunnies because his wife is a snow bunny. And hey, you love who you love. I don't have nothing against a man loving who he loves. But he's not the only one, Simmy. He's not the only coach, and he's not the only man that does this. His mistake was he didn't know how to pay to make it go away. Most of these college coaches or any coach or any man, they know how to pay to make these issues go away.
Hey, let me share this real quick. Okay, she kept her job because of this. Policy 201.97 details that intimate relationships between supervisors
Hey, Jeff.
and supervisees, which Moore's affair fell under, and states a supervisor may not implicitly or explicitly initiate or attempt to initiate an intimate relationship with the supervisee over whom they exercise supervisory authority as defined in section 3A of this policy. That's why she kept her job.
But I don't know if she's going to keep her job, Simmy. She knew he was married.
Yeah.
She knew, even though he propositioned her, she knew he was married. See, the problem what he did was she became pregnant. He forced her to get an abortion. Forced her to get an abortion. Then he once, and get this to me, how they got exposed?
Uh-huh.
DoorDash. A DoorDash person exposed them. DoorDash, they ordered DoorDash. They noticed the situation late night, these two doing things together. They alerted Michigan staff.
Wow.
They began an investigation. Then she came, once he forced her to get abortion, she came forefront, told her story.
Yeah.
Boom. Everything is exposed.
Wow.
Then he goes to his wife after he's exposed and and says he's going to kill himself after he's threatening her. You can't threaten a snow bunny when you're a black man. You can't. You can't.
You can't.
You just can't do that. Sorry. But you lost everything.
Yeah.
And
he lost everything.
His mistake was, Simmy, and he's not the only man that does this, because a lot of these coaches, whether they black, white, Mexican, yellow, green, whatever, they all do it. But they pay for it to go away. They pay for it to go away. He didn't know how to pay for it. He doubled her salary. He doubled her salary after he convinced her to get that abortion, but DoorDash brought it to the forefront. And then I understand Michigan didn't even want him to be the coach any longer. They felt like he was not the man to do what the previous coach did for Michigan. Now, talk about, you told me earlier today that he brought in that high.
Oh, yeah. He brought in Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood was the top quarterback in all of high school last year. And he committed to LSU, but at the last minute, he ended up at Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to think about what it's going to do to a lot of the kids that are on the team and how they're dealing with this, that's one of the things that, you got to think about how they're going to process this information. I know they feel betrayed. There's a lot of anger, disbelief.
Yeah.
And then they're supposed to play in the Citrus Bowl coming up on the 31st of December.
Wow.
And so the new coach basically asked them, if they felt like they wanted to do this. They weren't under the pressure of doing it because, but he said that with the kids, practicing and being on the field and doing things, it's kind of like a sanctuary for them to forget, and it relieves all of the media attention that they've been receiving, from this horrific situation, man. It's just one of those things that you shake your head in disbelief, because why would you risk it all for a piece?
For some pie that
Right,
you should have paid to go
right,
away.
right.
You should have wrapped it up one so she wouldn't get pregnant. So this is what happened, Simmy. A DoorDash driver allegedly delivered a Plan B to Sharon Moore's office.
Okay.
And reported the incident to the university. That's what popped everything off.
Sound like a setup to me.
They said it allegedly is saying that Michigan didn't want him to be the coach. They felt like he could not fill the shoes of Harbaugh, the coach prior to him. But you look at a lot of these coaches, Patino, all of these coaches all have sexual innuendos that they've been involved with because it's just what it is. Power, men in power is to young girls or to any woman. It's intriguing. Yeah. But men got to know how to keep it separate. And they're saying that they could have easily, Simmy, scrubbed that under the rug. So they're saying, like you said, setup could have definitely been a setup to expose this man because he is not the only coach out here doing what he's done. There are a lot of these coaches, men are out here because again, they're spending all these hours away from their wives with these little young assistants. Temptation is there. They're going to take it. And it's going to happen. So
but Stephanie, and at some point, even as a man, you have to have a certain amount of discipline, and at some point, you know better. And you don't cross that bridge. You don't cross that line of demarcation. At some point, you just know not to do certain things. At certain point, and that's when you've matured, and that doesn't mean with age. With wisdom. When you mature with wisdom, you just don't do those kind of things. It says in the book, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
I agree with you 100. I agree with you 100%.
I mean, yeah, temptation, it's gonna be there. But you know what? You don't have to fall into the temptation. You have a discipline about yourself to say, you know what? I got this over here, a family, his wife and 2 kids, I mean, you know what I mean?
Simmy, these are men that have power that don't believe they will get caught. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference when men have power and they doing these things.
They think that they can just do whatever they want to do.
They think they can get away with it.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of these men in these positions, because I understand what you're saying. I completely understand what you're saying. But when you are in a position of thinking, I'm not going to get caught.
But that's when but to me, that's when you should know that that's when you can really get caught.
That's when they don't.
when you have a lot of power like that and you got a lot to lose, you
No,
know?
no, no. I'm a woman, and we love men with power. Okay, we love it.
Uh,
And men with power manipulate and know how to maneuver and know how to do things and thinking they will never get caught. And when they do get caught, they try to make it go away. If you can't make it go away,
they
this
pay
is
for it
what
to go away.
money talks. And but with her, he got her pregnant. He forced her to get an abortion. He then starts stalking her. He did too many things to be
Yeah.
revealed. And again, like you said, set up. I believe Michigan didn't want this man to be their coach at the end of the day because they could have easily made it all go away and not become this big ass story that we're talking about. Jeff
Well, they say
Carlin,
power, is the most seductive thing that you can have, But
um,
like Johnny Davis say, always think of the consequences.
yep. But Jeff
Because then,
Carlin says
yeah,
Jeff Carlin
Jeff
says
Carter said,
power is very a delusional thing.
yeah. Jeff
Yeah,
Carter, yeah,
I agree, Jeff.
you know, it make you think that you can do whatever you want to do.
Yes, you're untouchable.
Right.
You're untouchable. And in some cases, it's very similar. Look at Diddy. For
Yeah.
years and years and years, he was untouchable. Untouchable.
Well,
He
yeah, for a long time.
he
For a
got
long
away
time.
with, yes, he got away with
Murder.
so many things. Clyde Davis, look at Clyde Davis. He's still doing what he does. Okay. His name has been brought up so many times, but it's brought up, but nothing else is elaborated on Clyde Davis. Okay. And Clyde Davis is the pinpoint of, I think he turned Andre Harrell out. I think Andre Harrell turned out Diddy, and then Diddy got rid of Andre Harrell. But prior to getting rid of Andre Harrell, I think Diddy and Clive were doing things.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely. Johnny Davis said Diddy knew how to pay to play. Oh yeah, Johnny, a lot of men, powerful men, so to speak, know how to pay to play.
Right.
That's their mantra: pay to play. And don't
Right.
get me wrong, women also have to be accountable because she knew he was married.
Well, yeah.
She knew
But they not. But they
it
acting
takes
like.
two.
But they acting like she didn't have really much to do with it, and it was all on him.
She knew what the hell. She was friends with the wife. She was friends with his wife. So she knew. She was friends with the wifey. Okay, boo.
Wow.
So you knew. And she shouldn't have a job either. She shouldn't have a job either.
No, she shouldn't.
She
She
shouldn't
shouldn't
have a
have a
job.
job either. No, she shouldn't. But from what I read, she still has her job.
She is. She still have her job and may continue to have her job, but he's out there advocating and putting it out there while is he still, I believe he's still in jail. I'm not
You
sure
know
if
what?
he's
I
out
don't
of jail.
know. I don't know. I didn't check that. I don't know if
If
he's still in jail or not. But you know, I
if
know
he
that these men, especially we gotta use our big head.
okay. I was waiting for you to say that.
We got we gotta use our big head, man.
Well, I'm gonna
You
tell
know,
you, the little head always wins out for you guys. That one does the most thinking for you guys. That little head, that's the one that
oh
one
man,
prevails over everybody. So
That's one of those things where, man, you just, you know, the power of the P.
The power of the P.
You know?
The power of the P. So right now, Simmie it is saying that he is no longer in jail.
Okay.
He is not still in jail. He was released on bond in this mid-December. And after being arrested on serious charges, including home invasion and stalking,
right.
that's why he went to jail
Yeah.
following his firing from the university for an inappropriate relationship. So,
And you know what? He got to go back. He got to go back to the university and pick up all his stuff and clean out his desk. You know what I'm saying? you know that. It's bad, man. It's bad all the way around. That whole thing is just bad. I feel bad for him because how old is he? Like 47,
40
45?
something years old. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
young. He's in his
He's
40s.
not 50.
No,
not
he's
even
30.
50.
He's 30 something. He's
Okay.
30 something. He's 32, 34 years old. He's a young buck. He's a baby.
He just ruined his life. He's going to have to coach high school now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look. I mean, Ime Udoka, remember of
Right.
But he didn't get anybody pregnant. He didn't force someone to get, abortion. He didn't stalk. He didn't do those things that he did. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and then was he on the
suicide
different. Watch? Did you say he was on the suicide watch?
Yes, he was at first. He went to his wife and said that he was going to kill himself. Yeah. I mean, I can imagine he felt like everything is, I've ruined my life. Why should I be here anymore? But he really didn't want to kill himself. He just was in his feelings, his ego. All that was just demolished. So
right.
he felt, but he probably was just saying those things.
Nah, he probably wanted to kill himself.
Go through with it.
Because he saw everything in front of him was gone.
Yeah.
Everything that he had was gone. And he didn't see nothing, else.
No.
He knew. No. And he got arrested.
Yes, and went to jail.
Went to jail. And no other college will touch him.
None.
No other college will touch him. He'll never, ever be able to coach a college football team.
No.
Ever.
Never.
That's how significant this is. And he probably was a good coach. They didn't do too bad this year. They made it to a bowl game. I think they were
did they? Okay.
Yeah, they made it to the Citrus Bowl.
Okay.
And that's why I was saying that, the interim coach, was telling them, because those bowl games, they make money from playing in those bowl games.
Yeah.
And he asked the team, the interim coach asked the team if they didn't want to play in the game, they didn't have to. And so he said, it's a lot of listening to the players, man. These are kids. They young boy, they're not grown men.
No.
They're young men, and that can take its toll on those young men, those young kids. They're kids.
Yeah.
18 to 20 years old, and
hopefully they learn from his situation not to do what he's done. He just don't do. But Simmie, it's crazy because he is not the only man that is doing this till today. Even some of these coaches or men in general that are in positions as he is are still continuing to do what they do, even though they're seeing his situation, because they feel like, I'm not going to get caught because I know how to pay to make my issue go away. Because a lot of women will go away if you give them
some money.
Enough money. It's the bottom line. That's what it is, especially in this day and time, in this generation. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, it's all about the money like that, you know.
I mean, look at Shay Shay. Look at him. All the money he had to give up to the young white girl. But I hate to say it. I hate to say it. These snow bunnies is gonna tell on you. They're gonna tell on you. They're gonna tell on you.
Yeah, he got caught up.
We not gonna tell on you. We not gonna tell on you. You give us the right price, we ain't gonna tell on you. We not gonna tell. I'm sorry. That's what his ass get.
You think so? So you think because she was a snow bunny, she told, huh?
Well, DoorDash is the one who actually
DoorDash told,
DoorDash, and whoever that DoorDash person that
what an
delivered
ugly
that Plan
situation,
B
man.
was a hater. They were a hater on him and the snow bunny.
Yeah.
If it was a Plan B and a black woman, do you think DoorDash they would have said anything?
No.
There you go. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm not racist. I'm not trying. I'm not. You know, I don't
No,
have
but
not.
it wouldn't have been a
It
big
is
deal.
what it is.
But then again, maybe because his wife is white.
Is a snow bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
So,
yeah. But what if his wife wasn't a snow bunny? So, but anyway, we digress. Men, stop doing what you're doing out there. And if you go pay to play, do it right. Do it right, y'all. Do it right.
or just don't do it at all. Just don't do it at all.
Just don't do it.
It's not hard. Just don't do it.
They don't know how to do it. They don't know how. God to. Oh, that's Ali. Ali says Stephanie never told about us. Ali, you stupid. All right, Simmy, let's get into it real quick about Shador. Then we go get into this.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Shador has been doing incredible to me, in my opinion. And, I didn't think they were going to win against Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears are a great team. That he did even though he lost against the Raiders, he won against the Raiders. He lost against the Titans, who is a very sorry team as well. But I think they lost to the Titans due to Stefanski, the coach, because the coach, I don't care what nobody say, the coach don't like him. The coach don't like Shador. I don't care what anybody says. The man doesn't like Shador because he doesn't like Deion Sanders. And what I found out is that years ago, Stefanski's dad was a coach, and his uncle or someone in his family years ago, Deion and his relative, whoever Stefanski relative, had dumped some ice cold water. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
But he did it in a way because he didn't like him. Deion did.
Oh, yeah. He was a reporter.
Yes, it was someone that Stefanski is related to that Deion went and dumped some water on.
I remember that.
Yes.
It was a reporter.
Yes. And so they're saying that Stefanski is mad because of that happened years ago, and now it's taking it out on Shador. Okay?
Wow.
That's one of the reasons. Shador is doing incredible as a rookie. Okay? He's in the Time magazine as one of the most, out of the 100. I don't know what he's ranked at, but one of the most influential persons of 2025. And
really?
Shador, if you've seen him play, he's good as a rookie.
I watched the game with the Raiders. Of course, I'm a Raider fan.
Yeah.
And he ate us up. And he was making big boy passes. He was making really, good, he was pushing the team up the field. He was making nice passes, great decisions. and he looked really good.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a pro quarterback. He's an NFL quarterback, but I
Yes.
don't know if he's gonna stay there in
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I hope not. I want him to leave. Get him out of there, even though he's brought excitement to Cleveland, into the team, because the team is even playing better because he's in, not Dylan Gabriel. And I just feel like his coach is trying to sabotage who Shador really is. And just this past week in the Chicago game, they said he had the wrong wristband on with the wrong plays. How do you do that? Explain that to me. How do you do something,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mix up with the wristband in a major game? Please explain that to me.
Johnny Davis said we need him in Pittsburgh.
Hey, anywhere but
I
Pittsburgh.
like to see him. I would like to see him besides
Anywhere but
Cleveland.
Cleveland. And I feel like, to me, I like, the Raiders. I actually would love him on the Raiders. I would love for him to be on the Raiders. And they build around the
Yeah,
Raiders. They build around him as a Raider. The coach before they have the coach that they have now, Pete Carroll, the coach prior to him
Antonio
said,
Pierce.
yes,
Yeah,
that he said he was looking forward to getting and drafting
Shador.
Shador onto the Raiders before they fired him. He wanted Shador to be their quarterback, but they fired that black coach prior to Pete Carroll. Don't get me wrong, I like Pete Carroll. He's a good coach, but the Raiders are sorry. They're horrible. Okay? So,
We need
but
a
this
quarterback bad.
they do. They do. But this situation that just happened with the Bears with the wrong wristband just proved to me that Stefanski is trying to sabotage Shador.
Yeah,
And I hope to God that Shador is no longer in Cleveland in 2026.
yeah.
That's just what I feel, and I
But where
really
is he
believe.
gonna go?
I don't know. I don't know where he's going to go at this time. I'll do my research and come back next week with it. But I hope that I don't know if he's renting or leasing a home in Cleveland, but I know he does have a home in Cleveland, and it was robbed while he was playing the game. I think against the Raiders, they did go in and rob his house. I think they got away with over $200,000 worth of stuff.
No,
It's crazy. So,
we better get
but
over to the Soul Stroke.
yeah, let's get over to the Soul Stroke. Yeah, let's get it
Yeah.
started.
So if you just dropped in, thank you for being here with us. We appreciate all of y'all that are with us today. The Soul Stroke for this evening is your lane, your pace, while comparing yourself to others robs you of your joy. It robs your joy. And so, it's let me see. It's a quiet trap of comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so comparison doesn't kick the door in. It whispers while you're scrolling on the internet, while you're waiting, while you're already doing the best you can. It says you should be further than what you are now. And that single thought can quietly undo years of progress. What we're talking about today is learning how to stop measuring your life by someone else's ruler and start honoring your pace and your path that's designed just for you. That whisper can be loud if you let it set in. Because the moment you chase someone else's timeline, you step outside of the alignment of your own assignment. And peace doesn't live there. Why do we compare? Comparison often grows out of uncertainty. When you're unclear about your season, you start borrowing perspective from other people who aren't living your life. But every season has intention. It has a waiting season. Waiting seasons aren't wasted, they're informative. They teach you about who you are. You know, waiting seasons teach you about who you are and what you're supposed to do in your life. They shape you in ways, you know, success can't. Just be patient and just live in the moment. Just because someone else's harvest comes early doesn't mean yours is late. Some things take longer because they're meant to last longer. Look
Hmm.
at it that way.
Yeah. And you
So,
know what, Simmy?
uh huh.
That's like reassuring, especially for people feeling stuck, you
Right,
know?
right. And you know, let's talk about social media.
Hmm.
You know, and the false measures that social media does. Uh, Social media fuels comparison because it strips away context. You see the results, but not the recovery. You see celebration and not sacrifice. And when you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, you'll always feel like you're coming up short. But that feeling isn't truth, it's distortion.
Hmm. And you know what? And distortion city can make good progress feel invisible.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. See, gratitude restores clarity. And when you acknowledge what's already working in your life, comparison starts to lose its grip. Let's talk about the spiritual realignment, okay? Spirituality, spiritually rather, spiritually, comparison sends a subtle but dangerous message to the universe. What I've been giving is not enough. That's the mentality of lack. You're saying, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. But you need to know that everything that you are, everything that you've been giving is enough. But nothing about your journey, remember this, is accidental. Your timing, your gifts, even your delays, all is intentional. And there's wisdom in your pace. And there's protection in your lane.
Hmm. Sometimes though, Simi, the delay really is the covering.
Yeah, it's the covering. Absolutely. You were never meant to run someone else's race. Your endurance was built for your road. That's your road. You know, let's talk about the power of slowing down. Slowing down doesn't mean that you're falling behind. It means you're listening. You move with awareness instead of anxiety, with alignment instead of pressure. And when you stop rushing, peace shows up, clarity shows up, and joy returns.
Johnny Davis says, like William DeVoe said, just be thankful for what you got. I agree with you,
Hmm.
Johnny. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, yeah. And you can feel it. You can feel it. So
Hmm.
here's what I want you to carry with you. Your pace is not slow, it's sacred. Your lane is not limited, it's intentional. And where you are right now is not a mistake, it's where you're supposed to be. So breathe, trust the process, honor your rhythm, because becoming takes time.
And you know what? I think if you're allowed to take that time, then do it.
Exactly. Remember this, you're not behind, you're just becoming. Stay in your lane, move
Mhm.
at your pace, trust the timing, give yourself grace along the way. And if today we're gonna wrap this up. Oh, I want to share something with you
Okay.
along the lines of what you know will help you, with these affirmations. Affirmations are powerful.
Yes, they are.
And when you use affirmations, it reprograms your subconscious mind. As you know, your subconscious mind is what creates your reality. And so I'm going to read a couple of ones. I say I am one with the infinite mind of God, and the abundance of the universe flows freely to me. I release every thought of lack or limitations, and I affirm that I am whole, perfect, and complete. I am a unique expression of the infinite, and everything I need for my success is within me. I use these. You can get them at any, like a bookstore, a spiritual bookstore, where they sell crystals and incense, stuff like that. And I'm going to read this one. It says, I am infinite. I am one with the eternal flow of life, and I trust in the perfect timing of all things. I remember who I truly am. I am connected to the timeless wisdom of the ages, and I draw from this infinite well of knowledge. My creative potential is limitless, and I embrace the infinite possibilities of my imagination. I am an infinite being, and my potential for growth and expansion are boundless. And I always talk about staying in a constant state of gratitude, because when you stay in a constant state of gratitude, it leaves no room for lack. So get something that you can say that'll make you, that'll reprogram your subconscious mind to be thankful for all that you have. Here's one. It says, gratitude, I am thankful. Gratitude is my guiding light, illuminating the path of my journey. I am open and receptive to appreciating the gifts that life offers me. I easily express gratitude for all that I am and all that I have. Each day, I find new reasons to be grateful and celebrate the beauty of life all around me. I am deeply thankful for the opportunities that come my way and the blessings that unfold in my life. Gratitude easily grows in my life. That's all I'm going to share with you right now, but those are the type of things that you need to do that keeps your mind in a space where abundance is all that you know. You know, abundance is all that you have. You lose that lack of scarcity. You know, that scarcity mindset. So we're gonna wrap it up, Stephanie.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I love it. Great show tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody coming in. Fred, Jay, Jeff Carlin, Johnny, everybody, Ali. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you guys definitely share the show or invite friends over to YouTube, Facebook, whatever it may be. This is where we are at the SIMMIE Braxton Show. Tune in every Tuesday night. We try to be here if we can.
And Gina's going to say what she's going to say, and we're going to get out of here.
Okay. Butterfly.
Hey. I just want to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Happy holidays and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Take care. And remember, always remember, I truly do love you, my friend. Take care.
Love you guys. Peace out.
Take care.